How's it going, ladies and gentlemen? Level M Diecast bringing you Greenlight, as you see here. This is SD Truck Series 17. A little bit of a work in progress studio setup here. This is the first one here, 1981 Chevy C70 grain truck. This one looks pretty good in dual browns. So we'll just go ahead and get right into this. Bringing out our trusty scissors. Get this to cooperate. There we go. Get him out of here. Get the plastic out of the way. Slide him right out. There is our C70 grain truck. Always like the prints on this one. I like the red or the yellow surround around the grill. Looks pretty good. Of course, these awesome. There's a name for that kind of wheel, but I can't remember the name right now. But it looks really good. Two-tone brown. Does have like a really light brown, kind of like a tan, and then of course just flat brown all the way around. Looks really good. Nice prints for the mud flaps. Nice prints on the tail lights. There we go. Looks pretty good. Going around to this side. Same old deets on this side. The hopper here is empty, although the truck does dump. So that does pop up, which looks pretty good. Detail right there for the exhaust. Taking a look at the bottom here, 3911 is the number on this one, which is a relatively higher number, but it still looks pretty good. Those nice dualies in the back. It is a metal base, which is pretty nice as well. So that one looks pretty good. I guess I never really noticed there's little lensed corner lights in the bed. It's right there. Just maybe that's just printed. Yeah, it's just printed, but that looks pretty good. Never really noticed that detail. So we'll throw him down there. Moving on to this guy here. This is our 2021 Mack LR Electric rear loader refuse truck. This has got brand new tooling parts. This is not a new casting, but this is brand new tooling parts. This is for New York. This particular one has a little bit of a oddity to it, which may be a quality problem. I'm not really sure yet. So we'll get that out of here. Move our plastic out. There we go. Toss in some plastic. Slide our guy out of here. Luckily there's no parts laying in there. So the first thing we're going to take a look at, you'll see the Mack Bulldog on the front is orange. So I'm not sure if that is purpose or if that's didn't get chromed up, but unfortunately it's the way it looks. See, there's a lot of super glue residue on the front of this too. Looks like a lot of it will just rub right off. There's a lot of residue on the windshield as well. It's unfortunate. It's the way it happens. It does have, able to drive on either side. Looks pretty good. There is your electric unit in the back. To say Mack Electric on it. Additional box down here for some electronics. Looks pretty good. Deco on the side, pretty nice. Fully electric. Sanitation, nice prints on there. Taking a look at the back. Again, nice prints again. Good details on the top. Looks pretty good. It does say Mack on the mud flaps. This does fold up. Doesn't do anything though. It's completely hollow inside. The entire contraption back here is plastic with the exception of just this bottom piece that is metal. The rest of this is plastic. Deets on this side, this is pretty nice here. It looks to be a new tooling part. So that looks pretty cool. Kind of like a box or a storage area of some sort, but that's kind of cool. Didn't realize there's that many new tooling parts on here, so it looks pretty good. Does have some prints on the doors, which is interesting. So this doesn't dump or anything like that, so not really anything to look at with the electric unit there. It's just kind of there. Taking a look at the base deets. 777s. So this must be a pretty lucky trash truck. You got 777s going on there. So this product is sold under license from Mack, which is interesting. Yeah, you can see all this super glue residue on the bottom is just absolutely ridiculous. Drives me nuts that they got to do that. So we'll throw that guy there. Now we're going to move on to the arguably the best of the mix. This is our 2019 Mack Granite dump truck in Chicago Transportation Deco. It's almost like it's pre-rusted out for you. It's got rust-colored wheels and stuff on there, so maybe it's just because all of the salt and stuff like that. I'm going to cut this one open a little bit more. There we go. Slide him out. This is only the third time we're seeing this particular casting. Second time in SD trucks. It's also been out once for a hobby exclusive. So, try to get that out of there. Oh, it's so tight. There we go. All right. You can see this one has an enormous amount of super glue residue too. Look at all that residue on the windows. That is not frost. That is super glue residue from whatever they've been super gluing on here, which is just ridiculous. Look at that. It's all on the top of the bar here too, so I take some time to. So it does come off, but it's just ridiculous the amount of, you know, super glue residue. The front looks pretty good though. Nice prints on there. Nice number print on the fender. Looks good. Got your Bulldog in chrome. The last one I did get with the hobby exclusive, the blade was kind of broken off. It is fixable though. You can see it is kind of rusted up on its own. Looks pretty good. I kind of like that look. So it's kind of nice. I like the light blue color as well. Of course, this is the plow version, so there's a spreader in the back already. It still does dump, so you can still run the dumper, which looks pretty good. It does have a 3-stage dump, which actually goes up pretty high, which looks pretty good. So there is your Chicago seals and details on there. Man, just so much residue from the super glue. There you go. Department of Sanitation, City of Chicago. That looks pretty good. There is the deets on the back. The spreader is quite detailed up. I do like the lens marker light on the top here. The safety light. Kind of interesting that the spreader down here is light blue. Very interesting. The third axle, like I mentioned before, the third axle is a bit higher up. So when it's on the ground, the third axle does not rotate. But the plow is right on the ground, so it looks pretty good. See, there's a ton more super glue residue on this one. So this one's going to take a significant amount of cleaning up to get that taken care of, which is just a bummer. This spreader piece is fixed. It's glued in there, so you can't take it out. But if you wanted to take the plow off the front, there's just a screw right there, right next to the number, which is 3377. So again, a little bit of a higher number. So we got pretty good on the refuse truck, but this one is a bit up there with the rest of them. So there you go. That is Series 17 from SD Trucks. Nice, quick, easy, simple. Bummed out about all that super glue residue, which is just ridiculous. So, but let me know if you guys are going to pick these up. Let me know if you're interested. It's kind of a interesting mix. I do like all the new tooling parts on this particular one. Looks pretty good. This is a really, really nice one. I just got to clean up all that residue. And of course, it's nice to have that in SD trucks, but it's nothing new. We've seen that exact setup before. So we're going to roll out. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. Live in the Peace.